Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for taking the time to our very first patron live stream of 2024. Expecting a good time. I'll tell you what, I don't know where, of course you probably are all scattered all over the place from around the states, and who even knows. You know what, Trent, I did talk to somebody on a message that's a patron from, I forget now, it's like a long way. I mean, it's like crazy, other side of the country, other side of the world stuff that was going to try to be on tonight's live stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But anyways, the weather here has been just horrific. Am I right, Trenton?
Yeah.
It's been brutal. I hope that you have had better luck than we have. A couple of weeks ago or whatever it was, I woke up on a Monday morning and got ready for work and went out to start the truck, and 6:30 a.m. and I couldn't even hardly catch my breath. It was like a minus 11 or 12 without wind chill. Wind chill was like minus 25 below. And I know we have some Alaskan patrons that might not be here tonight, but that are in our community. And I saw Patrick Dolan trending on Facebook. He posted like it was minus 46, and that's no wind chill. I mean, it's something like that.
That's horrible.
It was crazy.
Why do you live there?
It was crazy. I don't know. My nephew lives there too, but it was crazy cold stuff. So we had several days of just sub-zero, frigid cold, and then here in the last several days, it's been snow, and with our lake effect that we have here with Lake Michigan. My mom lives in Valparaiso, right downtown, and I shoveled her driveway, and it was about 8 inches of snow. We live in Jackson Township, was like in the middle of Valparaiso and heading towards Michigan City, about halfway in between. It's a Valpo address, Duneland School System, which is Chesterton, and we're not but jogging distance away from Westville, so it's kind of right in a weird corner there. Well, we probably got Trenton, I'm guessing, 16, 18 inches, somewhere in there?
18, yeah. Yeah,
because Trenton's like 5 minutes around the corner from me. So, but then my daughter and her boyfriend and our grandkids live in Michigan City, and they got like 25 or 26 inches, somewhere along that line. And then my middle son, Corey, lives in LaPorte, and he got hammered. Corey got like 36, 38 inches of snow.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I kind of laughed out loud. I felt bad for him, but he texted me one time during this whole ordeal. It snowed for what, like 3 days in a row or something like that. It was crazy. But Corey texted me one morning, and he goes, he said, "It freaking snowed another 8 inches. I'm over it." So he had to dig his car out because his car is on the street because he rents the duplex there. So he's on the street, and it took him forever just to get his car dug out and moved so they can, get everything cleaned up. But anyways, now, yesterday and today, it's been nothing but rain all day. Rain was about 35 degrees or something, honey, something like that, and rain.
Mm-hmm. So kind of my favorite type of weather.
It's awful. It's just awful. So hopefully that's our little story on the weather, but hopefully you've had better luck with weather than we have. My wife and I haven't had an opportunity to get out anywhere, to go anywhere, have we? We've just been here.
No, it's very sad.
It is sad.
I keep checking Southwest, but there's really no great deals right now.
I do want to know, Trenton, is there anyone that's on tonight that lives around? Thanks for looking at that, bro.
What happened?
Got a little haircut. It's fine.
Doesn't look even.
Yeah, just knock it off.
What'd you do?
Just stop. Will you?
I think everybody wants to know.
I think you just want to know and make fun of me.
No.
Well, I went to the barber and they missed a little spot right here, and you didn't even see it, honey. But a couple hours ago.
Pete's?
No. I go to Lee's. No.
Is that where we used to go as kids? Right next to Viking
Yes.
Chili Bowl? Oh, they're still open?
Oh, and it's still the same ladies.
What?
Yeah, they're even a little older than I am.
Wow.
Yeah. Pete just has a line out the door. I don't have time to wait. So, I wanted to keep it short on the sides and just kind of let enough over here to comb over, but they kind of missed a little spot right there. So I took my little hand clippers I got up there, my trimming things, and I have guards, right? And the guards is 1, 2, 3, like you would, a normal, hair clippers, right? Yeah. Well, I found out real quick it's not really the same. So I took the number 2 clipper just to kind of trim a little bit. Kind of gouged.
I'd have thought they were the same.
Gouged the side of my head a little bit there, honey. I apologize.
I got a tickle in my throat. I might have to go upstairs.
So Trenton, he's, you know, if I wouldn't even pointed it out to him and told him the story.
No, something seemed off though. It did.
Thanks.
A little bit shorter. That's fine. It looks great. It'll grow back.
Thanks. Anyways, what I wanted to know before you started staring at my head, is there anybody here that lives around the Orlando, Apopka area in Florida? That's on
Popco?
Apopka.
Apopka. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. Anybody from Central Florida?
It'll be a minute or 3 before there's a little bit of a time delay.
The reason why I'm asking is that I'm heading down there. A real good friend of mine that I've had for many, many years. This he might even be 69 or 70, but he's worse than me. He acts like Dan. He acts like he's a kid. He's worse than I am, actually, but a really good guy and good to be around. And him and his girlfriend bought a trailer and fixed it up down there in some lake down there around the Apopka area, I think it is. And at the end of February, sometime around, when's the date, Sonny? You know all this stuff. Somewhere in
I think the 18th through the 22nd.
Yeah, February. I'm going to be flying down there for a couple of days to go fishing with him.
Nice.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
So that'll be fun. But yeah, Danny, my dad taught Danny how to tape drywall too.
Oh, did you?
A little bit before me, but yeah, he taught him. So, and Dan and I have been friends for a long, long time. So, I don't know if I have an opportunity, and once I get there, if I see a place where we could possibly do a meet and greet, I will do that. If there's some folks that are around that particular area of Florida.
Well, we've got several saying they're in Jacksonville. We've got Holly in Sarasota. South of Orlando. So,
yeah. Well,
looks like you would have
I might. Yeah. I'll ask.
A handful.
Yeah, and I might have to just get down there first to kind of see what's around. You know, and Danny probably lives in the sticks kind of somewhere.
Probably.
You know, but we'll see what's around there. If I can, I definitely will. It'll be fun to do that. That's for sure.
Go fishing with a couple people.
And maybe my hair will grow out by that time.
It'll be fine. It grew back pretty quick after you shaved it.
It did. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It was just a little mishap.
It'll be fine. Well, this will be different because I had like 2 topics, maybe actually probably 1 topic to talk about, and he came up with everything else. So
what?
Well,
it's kind of and one thing I did want to put out there, and I did write it down, Trenton, is a lot of times we don't give opportunity for the folks to ask us any questions too. If you have any questions about us, you can more than willing to try to answer as many as we can in the show if you want to do that. I did want to put a couple of things out there for you folks. One is just a food for thought.
Ken's watching. Sorry.
I texted him. Is he on?
I did what my much older elder brother told me to do. Kurt, my first patron live. Hey, Kent.
He's probably going to bed in 15, 20 minutes. He gets up at 3 in the morning to go to be at work at 4. So,
dude, I just couldn't do that.
I texted him. I told him I expect you to be on our Patreon live.
I'm gonna give this another shot.
There you go.
After being open for a while.
Well, thanks, Kim, for hanging out for 15, 20 minutes. Anyways, I know you got to go to bed pretty soon, but anyways, our 2024 Bourbon Madness tournament's going to be coming sooner than you think.
It's almost February already, which is wild.
Yeah, so what I'd like to do, Trenton, right now is just put it out to the good folks. Let's think of some ideas, all right? Let's just get some ideas of, what types of whiskey do you want to see in the Bourbon Madness tournament this year? We won't make a final decision until our patron live stream in February.
Okay.
Because we'll have to have it for March.
Yeah.
But we won't make a decision until then. But I just want to kind of put it in your brain. And it's okay if you don't type out ideas now or whatever. But if you could start thinking of a few things. Trenton, my memory's so bad. What did we do last year? Sometimes I don't remember what happened yesterday, let alone last year. I know the first year Old Forester won.
Barrel strength.
When I was doing it by myself, the 1920.
Barrel strength was last year.
Last year was all barrel strength.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's when you and I did it together, and we were hopping back and forth so we wouldn't hear our answers and see what went forward.
So I like, we talked about this a couple times. Eric, yeah, this is the Old Forester 1924. I figured I'd go back to it and kind of see
it's pretty good.
It's okay.
It is.
I like the idea of doing our picks, but it's also fun to do stuff that people can get and do along with us. So,
yes.
I mean, we could do something where we do a Bourbon Madness for Patreon only, and then, because some of these...
That would be fun.
Some of these people have had some of the picks, or like Holly or somebody that's been around since we started, might have several of them.
Yeah, Mike, there's a few of them.
Yeah, so that could be something that we do with Patreon and like Patreon. Oh, Patrick Dolan's on. Hey, Patrick, what's the temperature where you're at?
I was telling about the post.
It was like -17 as a high, I think.
A high?
I was telling you. You probably heard what I was telling Trenton about his post on Facebook. I was like, wow. I thought I think I commented on that. I said I thought we had it bad.
Oh, he was a -41, I think.
Yeah, wasn't it? I showed you.
It got better. It's a high of -17.
Well, that's got to be almost a heat wave, Patrick.
Yeah.
So it would be a busy month. March would be, but I think that would be a little bit more interesting for patrons as opposed to people that aren't they're just subscribers. They don't have any interest, or they're unable to support, or like whatever reason they're not a patron for. Patrons can follow along, but those people really can't.
And I like to do that too, because it would just be a little bit more of a casual setting, for the patrons instead of an actual YouTube video. We could be a little bit more casual, and I like to do it though. That'd be fun, I think. But I think Trenton's correct though, when it comes to the YouTube community and those, just attached to that, to do our picks only, might not garner the attention because they have no idea what our picks are. So
Craft Bourbon Madness, that's a good one. There are I think there's 2,500 registered distilleries in the United States now, whereas 15, 20 years ago it was a couple hundred.
Wow.
So the craft movement has definitely taken off, similar to how it did with beer. Wow. Bottled and bond is a good idea. I just don't know that there's enough to do.
Yeah, how many bottles do we have?
16?
No, 16.
Do we have 16?
I was going to say 24. Not sure
that might be squeaking by a little bit.
Squeaking a little bit, yeah.
Or budget was one. Your kind of motto for this year was stuff that's a little bit more reasonably priced. I'm thinking things like Green River Wheated. They're coming out with a rye, I was told. I'm excited for that. Similar price point and everything.
Sure.
Things like that.
We'd have to come up with a price point up to X amount of dollars. Yeah. Not. I wouldn't want a number that you can't go under, but a number in our area that you can't go over.
Would be cool to see shelfers organized by the distillery, have a Heaven Hill division, Brown Foreman, etc., until finals are best from each distillery.
Now that's cool.
That's a cool idea.
That's
Eric.
Pretty neat. Yeah, that's pretty neat. You can split it up into.
And I think Eric is a new patron, so welcome, Eric. If I'm remembering correctly, I think I saw an email the other day.
You know what? I had that run on my pad of paper, and I kind of passed over it just because I didn't look at it. But to all of you that might be new and have joined our Patreon community, as of a month or two, and this is your first patron live stream, welcome. I hope that you find our community to be as energetic, and there's a lot of good folks in this community. I mean, I'm really, really proud. That's one thing, Trenton, that I'm super proud of when it comes to the YouTube work that we do is our Patreon community. There's so many just wonderful folks, just amazing, just really, really great people, and I thank you all for that. So those of you who are new, welcome. We do have a surprise for you this evening too, which I think you'll find to be pretty cool. That'll come a little later. We're going to do some tasting, and we're not going to tell you what it is yet, but it's a little bit of tasting.
And yes, I did. I picked it up today, and I did leave it in the truck since I picked it up this morning. I'm gonna pin a link. It's a straw poll. There's 3 options: bottled and bond, budget, and like a distillery throwdown, as Brian is saying. So whichever one you would like to see the most, if you want to do me a favor and just vote on that quick, that would kind of help us narrow it down a little bit. Top Chat.
Yeah, and we'll come up with a final decision in our February live stream. But this is good. This is get some activity, some talking, some communication on it, because I want you all to have input on what we're going to do for that, since that's one of our big things that we do every year.
Virginia Rose, Trent, what are you typing? 93 words a minute. I think I type like 150 something.
He probably does.
160 something.
Is so fast.
Virginia, I type maybe 100 or maybe it's just 15 words a minute.
Well,
it's something anyways like that.
As they know, I mean, you are flying in the Discord when you're typing.
I am. It's impressive. It is.
Eric's idea is going over very well. It is the green is like the
that's
distillery shot. That's a cool idea.
That is.
Figure out how to do that.
It kind of coincides. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
1924. The next go around is just okay.
You're nuts. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's earth shattering, but it's pretty good, Trenton. It really is. It's pretty good.
What do you got next?
Get out of here. You're nuts. All right, another topic of conversation that I want to go over with you. This is an idea that I had that Trenton actually thought was a good idea. I just don't know how to go about implementing this idea. So I have it on a piece of paper here. Can you grab the rare breed, please? That you're over there.
Justin just said you should see the size font on his phone.
Yeah, Justin knows. He used to work with me. He knows the font on my phone.
I can see that font from my house.
Yeah. From your house?
Yeah.
There's just no way, dude.
I can't get enough of this bottle.
If I'm working and I got tools in my hands and I've got everything going on, I don't have time to reach for glasses or something. I need that font to be big enough I can see it without it. So.
Walker finally decided to join us.
My man.
Walker's been ignoring me. He just bought a house. He closes on Friday, so he's not joining us for the live stream at Jay's, and
he's a big shot.
Walker, I'm so proud of you, though.
Yeah, we are. Rebecca and I love you. Even Trenton, he kind of wishy-washy sometimes, but hey, what do you expect?
What about you or Walker?
Probably both.
I'm wishy-washy about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I need to go get. Do you have like a person I could go to up my neck? I tried sleeping without a pillow last night.
You go to a chiropractor. That's fun, dude. I like chiropractors.
A what?
I like chiropractors.
Do you have a good one?
I used to. He retired, so I've got to kind of find another one. I had one that was just awesome, wonderful.
Cody, I just poured the Westward. I've been drinking this like a scary amount. It's just,
have you really?
It's so good.
Oh.
Honestly, probably 3 times a week.
Okay.
I usually don't drink the days we don't film, and I'll pour something like that. But nice. I have a bottle of Jamesy Pepper.
Yeah, did you get that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got one, and then Brian sent another one, and I got that for you because I forgot to bring it. It's also outside. I left it on my porch this morning.
Wonderful.
The box is a bit soggy because it rained all day.
Yeah, it's rained pretty hard all day.
Yeah.
I was a bit soggy by the end of the day.
The pillow you use depends on how you sleep, back, stomach, side. I usually sleep on my stomach.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I can't sleep on my back.
I can't sleep on my back either, though.
The only way I can sleep on my back is when I usually fall asleep when I'm watching Modern Marvels or something on the History Channel, and then I'll fall asleep on my back, wake up, and then I'll turn over on my stomach, but I can't not.
Interesting.
Oh, Stevie Shue had a great idea.
Uh-oh.
See it, Trenton?
SLB tries a chiropractor. Oh, no.
That's a
Bingo.
great idea.
Let's do it. We got to find somebody that would be willing to let us film. And you're going to do it too, honey.
No, not me. I'm not part of the SLB.
She's definitely afraid of the chiropractor.
I am. I watch those videos and they scare the crap out of me.
Yeah. I like that idea, though. We got to remember that one.
He's got a couple good ones. Are you going to be ready by tomorrow?
I have no idea. I've got something coming in the mail.
Uh-oh.
That's an idea.
Trent, let's just use yours.
You can do that.
No, we can't, because then it's not the rotation.
Oh, who cares?
It needs to follow a strict schedule.
It doesn't.
I'm all about strict schedules.
Well, I told Trenton, too, on the SLB tries that I've been watching this guy that was an ex-lawyer. I think it's Outdoor Boys or whatever. He was an ex-lawyer, and he does this crazy stuff. Patrick up in Alaska and everything else too, where he sleeps outside, and you know, it's raw, man. I don't know how he does it. He stays out like he makes his own little camp there in like freezing temperatures and blizzards and whatnot. But to get to my point, I thought it'd be cool if we like filmed each other separately, and like I had to stay outside a night, and so did you somewhere, and we had to film each other to see how we do.
I'm worried about leaving. I'm worried about you operating a camera by yourself outside.
I'm not gonna. It would have to be my phone. I couldn't do it any other way. I wouldn't know how.
So we bought because we were gonna go to.
I'll take Kent with me, and he could do the camera part. How about that, Kent? You come outside.
In Trenton's yard or where?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided. You know.
No, he was like, "I'll just do it in our backyard." I'm like, "Well, you got neighbors and everything. I'm in the back of nowhere, and I hear coyotes and I see foxes."
Maybe we can go to the dunes somewhere and just say in the middle of winter and say we got to make it for a night.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I'd probably fall asleep good. You got the waves crashing and everything.
You'd be so scared, dude.
I could probably do my house, but the dune, I don't know anything about the dunes and what is around there. I'd probably die.
Kyle, why does your wife say no chiropractor?
SLB tries cold plunge. I do have a pond.
Oh God!
At my house, and it is cold.
It's nasty though. Your pond's nasty. You need some work. I know you haven't had a chance to get to that part of it yet, but yeah.
And then there won't be any cleaning. You just go right in.
Huh? The kids say full send, huh?
Yeah, full send. I forgot to. I also have an idea. Trenton tries to eat normal foods with a spoon.
No, Trenton gives a 5-minute speech without belching.
That's impossible.
That's getting ridiculous.
It is. I'm not gonna lie.
He's got to handle that. He's got to get a handle. How much did the burp counter go up to?
He always has one before it's on video.
Well,
it's just disgusting.
No, it's fine.
It's not. It's really not.
No, I've always just been a SLB go-kart race. Oh yes.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, and I don't know if you know this already. Mom probably spilled the beans about it, but
what are you doing?
No, like usually at first we were doing stuff that was kind of nasty.
You keeping secrets from me?
I don't know.
But so I gave her 2 options in the last one.
Yeah.
And she picked the baby food one. The other one is not like there's nothing nasty about it. Okay. It's more of a tame one.
All right.
I wanted to kind of go easy. I ate the whole thing of salmon baby food, and
it wasn't good though.
That was the most disgusting thing.
I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't very smart.
SLB tries firefighting. I've been fighting my own fire since I was a young boy.
Okay, no. That's a big no.
That nothing with fires is going to be around Trenton.
Trenton has to small talk with a stranger for 10 minutes. I would actually crawl out of my skin. I overthink it so hard that I don't know what to talk to the person about.
Oh man. Whew.
No, that would not. Nobody would want to see that. I would.
You just need to take Kent with you.
I would.
That's all you need to do. If Kent was with you, you could talk for 2 hours.
Ooh, SLB tries eggs, pickled eggs, scotched eggs. I don't know what a century egg is, but I watched somebody eat a scotch egg today.
What's a century egg?
I don't know.
That
SLB gets arrested. You did that already.
My God, thanks.
What the heck is this? It's black.
That's what I thought.
Chinese egg made with preserving duck, chicken, or quail eggs in a mixture of clay, salt, quicklime, and rice hulls.
It's that old.
Holy cow, that looks like you shouldn't consume. I'd do it, but this looks like a fossil. Look up century egg. This legit looks like a fossil.
Yeah, that's...
or like a dinosaur is going to come out of it.
I like that idea, though. I do.
That looks like glass.
It does.
Wow. It looks like a Tamagotchi or something. Eat stuff without smelling it? Absolutely not.
That was horrible.
Scotch eggs. So a Scotch egg is you take like a hard-boiled egg and you it's breakfast sausage around it, right?
Something like that.
That sounds delicious.
I don't think I've ever had one, but I've seen it and whatever, and it sounds pretty good, actually. Pickled eggs? Mm-hmm.
Walker said, I'd consume anything. Yeah, right. SLB babysits, I'll drop off my kids.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know how you think Trenton can handle that even. And I'm not sure.
Ballot.
Not a whole lot of patience over there for the little ones.
What is that? Ballot?
Huh?
Fertilized developing egg embryo that is boiled or steamed and eaten from the shell. Yeah, that's a big NO for me. No. That, no. Oh no. Nope. I'm gonna nope. One chip challenge. We talked about that. Anyways,
That's scary though, man. That's just that, that's
we need to keep like a SLB tries pickled pig's feet.
Ooh, I'd do that. Sounds pretty good.
What's Kivit? Colin, what's a civet coffee? Kivit? Rocky Mountain oysters? No, I don't want to try balls.
Ooh, I'll do that. I'll try it.
I did look up ballot, and no, that's nasty looking. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Coffee's one for me though. If you ever want to get, I don't like coffee at all.
Pie challenge?
Nasty.
Stevie Shoe just added us, but didn't say anything. Balut? Stinky cheese. I have been trying to find stinky cheese and durian, but I looked up a whole durian and it's $500. So
What is that?
It is, I think it's banned in several countries because it smells so bad.
Jeez.
Really?
But it's supposed to be sweet, and some people say it tastes like peanut butter.
Okay.
It's either jackfruit or durian. It's very rich in protein. So if you can go to the store and they'll cook jackfruit, and it looks like shredded like a pot roast, and they'll just put sauce on it and stuff. It's pretty good. Michelle and I got it once.
Interesting.
Brian, they just did Bean Boozled.
Yeah.
You need to watch it. It was pretty
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian, that was
a good one.
escargot.
Oh yeah, I'm all right with that.
Katie, I don't know that testicles would be that delicious. She started her new job, so she can watch these now.
And Katie can probably get us some of those.
Testicles? Probably.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
I'll bet you can.
Durian smells awful. Yeah, I really want a Limburger cheese. Oh, I've heard that's terrible.
Carlos, no, I am not allowing stinky cheese or the stinky fish in the can in my house.
Yeah, we already talked about that, Carlos, and she said that's not happening until summer, until you can be outside. But it's going to happen, though. It's going to happen.
Johnny, you should do the jackfruit. Isn't that the one that you sent me a picture of when you were at the grocery store? It was like the size of a watermelon.
Yeah, it's like spiky.
Yeah.
Like you could injure if you drop that from
Expensive, too.
Jackfruit is it's not that expensive.
For the whole thing, it is.
It was like $12 a pound, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, it's...
Oh, it's big. If you drop that from a building, it would kill somebody.
Yeah,
that's like a mace without the thing on the end.
Yeah.
Cat poop coffee. What in the world, Josh?
I've heard of that.
Jeez.
I've heard of that. SLB sushi. I will do sushi all day. Happy someone down there has some sense. Limburger cheese. I've been SLB tries hot dog water. Sardines.
Who said that?
Chris Engel.
Chris. Oh, hot dog water.
Oh, Salty Lena said he would send us some pepper pods or where'd it go?
Oh my gosh.
Pepper pods. He sent
Real
me
spicy stuff kind of scares me a bit.
He sent me this. I think it was this ghost pepper sriracha powder. Oh my god, it's hot, but it's really good.
Really?
Yeah, I put that on my chicken. Delicious.
Patricia, how was the jackfruit prepared?
Corey, that'd be right up his alley.
SLB tries spam. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
We would wake up when we were younger and we'd be like, what is that smell? And he's cooking spam and whatever else is in the pantry.
Absolutely.
We'd eat it.
Yeah, that came from my dad. My dad was a big spam lover.
SLB tries V-Bucks Walker.
Go to bed. I do the one chip challenge.
Oh, I don't know,
I
dude.
think that's a good idea.
You'd be throwing up. That'd be what you'd be doing.
SLB tries chocolate covered crickets. I've tried that before.
Anything with chocolate on it,
No, because if they're salty, it's pretty good.
Hey,
could
just
probably
put
do
some
it.
frosting on that puppy and you'll be...
Yeah, that'd probably be all right. I'd probably be all right.
Canned meats. Cat poop coffee is Copilock, most expensive coffee in the world. I've heard of that. Spam is pretty good. We have some spam in our pantry that I was going to whip up for breakfast one day.
See?
Little hash browns. What do they call that?
Sometimes I even get the jalapeno spam. Every once in a while when I feel in the mood. I don't keep it in the pantry, but every once in a while I'm in the mood, I get something.
Spam fried rice. That sounds delicious
It
right
is.
now. Actually,
I've had it. I've done
How about SLB tries Chef Boyardee varieties? Try.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
I know that sounds so disgusting.
Oh,
my brother,
bring it.
My brother would just open a can of like SpaghettiOs or Chef Boyardee and just eat it cold. I have nightmares
Corey.
still.
Yes, he would.
It's called hash. There we go.
I can't say I've never eaten a cold can of raviolis.
You and Corey.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were on this number 4, or did you talk about that?
No, I was cut off and forever left in the pasture. So
No, we were just brainballing, spitballing.
spitballing.
SLB boys do their own laundry.
Oh, I do my own laundry a lot of times.
I did, but then I don't think Michelle's watching because she's doing notes for work. SLB drives a tractor. I almost did a JT Mellick. I almost drive the combine a JT Mellick, but the keys weren't in it, and I didn't want to break
no.
it. I did my own laundry, and I was banned from doing laundry because I mixed like dish towels with our like shower towels, and we bleach them. So it's like it's all a towel, but I was told that that's disgusting. I can't do that, and then she'll take care of the laundry from now on. So I haven't done laundry in a while.
Well, I do my own, but most of the time it's just because your mom has enough that she does for me. She doesn't need to do more. So, plus she's not really fond of how I do laundry either, are you, honey?
No.
You fold the towels.
You have particular ways that most of my stuff's just junk work stuff, and I just throw it all in one pile and put it on in there. That's all I do.
And dry everything and drink my stuff.
Yep. So yeah.
You're not supposed to dry everything?
I am restricted from her stuff. That's for sure. I'm not allowed to touch anything from hers.
I wonder if Katie said they can provide tractors. I wonder if we could do like a tractor derby where we just like run into each other with the tractors.
That doesn't sound like a good time.
That sounds like a great time. Probably need a chiropractor a lot more after that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Probably.
Your idea there.
Well, if I get back into the
I'll let you, yeah.
into my thought that I had here, but what I'd like to do each year, only one whiskey per year, but start a wall of fame here in the SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. And only the Patreon group would be the only people that would be included on any form or any way of a whiskey being entered into the Wall of Fame. Whether that be, and this is all up for discussion, whether that be voting or whatever. I thought myself, with the videos that we had not that long ago about Wild Turkey Rare Breed, that's why I asked you to bring it over, that would be the first bottle entered into the Wall of Fame here. And we would try to put that thought process into a YouTube video. I just don't know how to go about that, and we would figure it out down here. We're doing some remodeling now. We just have a couple things over here, right, honey? That's it.
Just a couple.
Right now, I'm working on my wife's office area. We put a separation wall in there, and I had some drywall work to do. We actually had a water leak in the foundation wall. I got that fixed, so that a lot of drywall was tore out there to do that. So all the drywall's done and ready to go. I just got to get some trim in there and repaint. She can get all of her stuff is basically out here in this room. When that's done, that could be back in her area, and that way we can start down here in the remodeling that we want to do down here in this area. But we will figure it out where the wall would be and so forth. But I really wanted to do that, and I only wrote a few thoughts down, and it's not much. I only have a few things. Rules of eligibility. It cannot be a limited or allocated release. That's if it's going to be on a Wall of Fame, it can't be something that hardly anybody can get their hands on. The only other thing I have there, in order to be eligible, it just has to be labeled a whiskey, but it cannot contain any flavoring or color additives. That's the only thing I really thought about. But I'm trying to think of a way to incorporate that into a YouTube video. And I also wanted to ask if the Wild Turkey Rare Breed would be a bottle that everybody in our group would be okay with voting in for our very first bottle into the Wall of Fame.
I'm gonna have to veto that. Yeah, I think
So
it's
that's
a good
just an idea that I had, and I just want to kind of get. I've been kind of sitting on that idea because I haven't, Trenton, been able to, think it all the way through to how it would look in the video and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Yep. Ooh, I had a thought and it just went away after my yawn.
Of course it did.
Oh, I think we should do an SLB tries where we try and change the blades on my lawnmower. Because I did that the first time and it took me 6 hours. And I was sending pictures to Matt while I was doing it, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I took the whole assembly apart on the bottom, and I bolted it to the thing because I didn't have a ratchet big enough to get under there. And then I just hooked it up to the back of the truck and lifted it up and got under there with no protection or anything. It was good. We could try that.
Yeah.
So
if Kent's still on, you'd have been kicked out of the mill and sent home for the day if you'd pulled that in there.
Just for the day. That's what I don't get. Like, that's fine. You can kick me out. I don't want to be there anyway. It's like when they suspend somebody from school. It's like, great, I don't want to go to school anyway.
You get too many safety infractions, you're going to get fired.
Oh, well, maybe that's what you want.
That wouldn't be good.
SLB prosthetics. This?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought the glasses here for that too.
Oh, that's what this is. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So we are going to be doing a live tasting of a pick. And this is one that I've been looking forward to for a long time, Kurt as well. And this just came in. It wasn't on our list. Well, it's always been on our list, but it didn't happen last year because they had a glass shortage, and they just picked it up this year. And they limit one per liquor store per month. So they do 12 barrels a year for the whole state of Indiana. And we were lucky enough to get the first one of this year.
Wow.
So we're doing the Woodford double oak pick that came in.
Double oaked.
And just to be clear, this is not SLB Tries Urgent Care. This is not a barrel strength. None of the Woodford double oak products are barrel strength. It's all 90.4 proof.
Yeah, and I guess I told Trenton before the live stream started that obviously the good folks at Woodford Reserved do not watch our show because Trenton was very clear that they should be offering a barrel strength Woodford Reserve double oaked as a pick.
And I wish they would.
Yeah. So Trent, these are just basically, this is different because these samples here are basically, they're a little chilly, just a little bit.
They were in the car for about 12 hours.
They're only labeled batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, which is different. Usually they have barrel numbers and things like that on it, but I'm sure they have it figured out at the home office what's going on. I, Trenton, am putting batch 1 all over the bar top.
Come on, we don't have a lot of this.
Right?
Actually, we do have quite a bit.
I can't handle that. I gotta have my...
Your rag?
Yep. So I'm putting batch 1 right to left. Batch 1, 2, and 3 right to left.
Okay.
So you know.
1, 2, 3. I forgot what I was going to say. This is batch 1. Okay. I'm spilling over here too, dude. Jeez.
All right. So then we do batch 3.
Okay. I have been begging for this one for quite a while.
3.
And Harry texted me the other day. He's like, "Hey, your sample kit came in." I was like, "For what?" Like the Woodford double.
Yeah, and just so everybody, excuse me, is on the same page here. This is one of those larger distilleries that is clearly impossible to get multiple barrels. Trenton, we do have a scheduled pick in the end of March going to Penelope. But it will be at MGP, so I don't know how the rules have changed there since the buyout, but I promise you I will try to buy as many barrels, secure as many barrels as we possibly can there. We had to unfortunately cancel our trip to Atlanta because of weather, because of all that weather that we had going on. So we will be rescheduling that as soon as we can, as soon as all of us and them
Yeah.
can get on the same page. As I really want, when we go down there, I really want to go to ASW and 13th Colony on the same trip since we're down there.
Yeah.
So when we can schedule both of those, and when Trent and I schedule, and Michelle and whomever wants to go, when we can get everybody together, we will reschedule that. And I will be efforting multiple barrels in both of those places as well. This is one though that's just an absolute big fat no. We can't even go to the distillery to taste the barrels. This is just their program, kind of like the Knob Creek single barrel was. That's the same with their Trent when we had that. There's no way, they don't even allow people to come down there and taste barrels. They just send you the samples and you taste them and good luck.
Yeah.
So-
I think they do if you're fancy enough.
Is that right?
Yeah, but
We don't
we don't fall in that
we don't
category.
measure up to that yet.
That's fine. We're too busy anyways.
All right.
So, but keeping that in mind, I am in works with, well, we did part of our Old Forester pick. We did get 2 barrels, but only because we worked with Harry and Curiata, who we did.
Right.
We've done 2 picks with them. Unfortunately, both times we've had a snafu. The first one, which was Old Elk, the first pick we ever did,
Yeah.
they lost half the shipment, but it wasn't Curiata's fault. It was their distributor's fault.
Still,
And Matt accidentally disconnected us. Oh, turned the internet off. Old Forester, they said, Old Brown Foreman said they had 5 extra cases, and turns out they didn't. So we unfortunately had to refund 30 people's, and I feel bad about that. But we are on the list for a Russell's pick this year, and I believe they aren't doing a Kentucky Spirit anymore. They're doing Wild Turkey 101 and some form of pick.
which I'd prefer.
And I think we're on both of those. We're on both of those lists, and we are. I just got the thumbs up today from Curiata for a second barrel of Russell's through them. So anytime I can, I'm going to try and get 2 barrels from things like Old Forester, from things like Russell's, but it's not always guarantee, and it's also not a guarantee that they're going to come out around the same time.
Yeah, because if we go in with one of our partners to get a Russell's, we'll never get 2.
Right.
You can only do that with,
Yeah.
like you're trying to pull 2 different entities together to get us to get 2.
I
If
would
you can.
I would say that, but when I believe David from Rarebird, he does like 3 or 4 barrels when he goes through keg and bottle, because they get like a ton, and he's been with them for a long time, and he's strictly a Wild Turkey guy, so they do give him a few more, and like thing like
Right.
Matt, anyways. So I was also told that we are getting a second, we're doing an Old Forester pick one through Harry, and I was told today that Old Forester confirmed through Curiata that we're getting another one through them. So this year we will have 2 Old Forester barrels. It'll probably be either 100 proof or it'll be a rye. It's not going to be the barrel strength like it was last year. We had a lot of requests for 100 proof, because usually the Old Foresters, the blue labels, I will admit, they do drink a little hot.
They get
and
hot.
it's not for everybody. Though
Absolutely.
I think the ones that we picked were really good.
Yeah, but still, I
But still, a
understand
little
that.
hot, not something you want to drink all
Yes,
the time.
I get it.
I'm texting Penelope and Curiata like during this to get information as much as I can. I'm trying to think. Anything like Four Roses, Buffalo Trace. I'm talking to everybody and their mom about a Buffalo Trace barrel, but they don't want to give me one still. Old Forester rye pick barrel strength. Yeah, yep. They don't do 100 proof rye picks that I'm aware of. Maybe that's another SKU that they have this year, but I haven't seen any in the past. I did kind of look in. I've been looking into Ben Holiday. I've heard a lot about Rare Character, but we're already at like 25 picks this year, and we don't want to do too many and get a little bit more fatigued. We want our picks to be special, and we're going to try and do different ones. Like, we're not doing a new Riff pick this year because we've done them in the past. We're not doing an
good
Old
idea.
Elk. We're not
We'll move on
doing
to a
Old
few
Elk
other
this
things.
week. Yeah,
Sure.
So
That's a good idea.
smaller distilleries,
Like
and that
Westward
kind of thing.
and things like that.
Westward Bull Run.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. To go
We
out
have
there
a
and do that.
10-year MGP rye bourbon blend from Cat's Eye Distillery that does the Magi's. Mm-hmm. They had 11 barrels, and we got one, so that's exciting.
Oh, that's cool.
Cedar Ridge.
Love to go there.
Yeah.
Love to go there.
I think
love some of the things they're doing.
Matt, Tractor, Matt, he was talking to the people at Cedar Ridge, and I think they said yes, but I can't remember. So sorry. Did Trent just try to throw us off on the secret pick? I don't know. Driftless Glen, all that stuff. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. High West discontinued their barrel pick program for the time being. I'm trying to get into Smoke Wagon, a bunch of other stuff. The spreadsheet should keep you all up to date. I try to update that as much as possible. So
one I do want to try to follow up on is Redwood Empire.
I'm trying on that one too. Yeah.
Just that. I mean, just to, like you said, that they're going to try to start one this year, a program, right? That's what
they
you said
had one
on
last
the video?
year.
They did
Their
last
stuff
year?
was limited,
Okay.
and it was like 14-year stuff. I think they're starting this year with their like 8 or 9 year.
That still sounds really good.
Middle West, I've been trying to get in with Middle West for a long time.
Yeah,
and they
he
just don't
has.
get
And
back
I
to me.
don't. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, I have no reason why they wouldn't get back, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ohio is probably one of the strictest states for alcohol sales.
Okay.
So I was talking with somebody and they said that Wyoming, yeah, I'd love to go to Wyoming. That'd be fun.
Been there.
They said
Nice.
that because of Ohio liquor laws, it's possible that they're not reaching back out to me because there's some kind of issue with like their laws stating that because I'm not a distributor, they can't legally talk to me. I don't know. But we got batch 1 over here. Let's
Let's do that. Batch 1. I've nosed them all, Trenton, and they smell pretty good. All of them. I'm curious.
Holy crap. Okay.
I'm curious. See what he says about that.
Do you want to like go through all of them and then like just? I'd be curious to see like on
Yeah.
on the nose what you think like 1 through 5.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Get the frog out of my throat. What are you doing?
I wrote down like 1 out of 5 the nose. of all of
Oh, you did?
them. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hard Truth is on our list for sure. Starlight. Any ideas on the pick release date of Old Forester? I'm not sure. Old Forester's very. They don't like to communicate with us because we're a small group and they don't really
Yeah,
care.
and they
so it's
don't-
just whenever they get to us, they get to us.
They took them a while to get to.
It took them
It took
yeah.
them a while to get to what we had last
Yeah.
year. All good.
This is 1, right?
Pardon me?
This is 1.
Yeah, one on your right.
Okay,
yeah. One on your right, for sure. Good stuff.
Man, that's really good. A Jack Daniel's barrel strength bourbon or rye would be awesome. I was told that a sample kit should be coming for us for a Jack Daniel's barrel strength sometime soon. So I'm hoping that's the case. You try them already?
No, just the first one.
Oh, okay.
Just the first one.
Oh, shoot. We agreed on that one.
No.
That's 2. We agreed on this one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah. We did.
I could go between these though. Trenton is not subtle copying off others' tests. No. Nope. I got in a lot of trouble in school because of that.
I will say this about Woodford Reserve Double Oak picks. A lot of the folks are really, really kind to us. When we did a video quite a while ago and we said that we never had one, and we did it, but we got sent 4 or 5 of them. Gave one to Kent, and there's some other ones too. But I noticed quite a disparity in all of those bottles. Didn't you, Trenton, when we tasted them? There was a lot of differences.
With what?
In those picks of Woodford that people sent us. Remember that video that we did?
Yeah, a lot.
Which was true. I've never even had a Woodford Reserve pick, a double oak pick, and I don't think you had either. And a lot of good folks sent like 4 or 5 of them to us, and it seemed like there was a big variety of flavors.
Kurt is so polite with clearing his throat while Trenton just goes full send on
Hi.
burps. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Are you trying?
Oh, they're saying you're polite.
You ain't got the 2 yet?
No, I just tried one.
I can't even read what you're writing there without these on. Oh. This ought to be interesting. I like this. I liked it too. You didn't.
Oh, no. Jerry, that'd be awesome. I know a lot of people from our community have talked to or reached out to Middle West, and I've followed up with the information that I've been given,
Yeah.
email, phone numbers on like business cards and stuff. I just never hear back.
I can see that. I can see what you're saying. Second sip, I can see a little bit. It's a little bitter, right? What you're
It's a
saying?
little bitter, and it's
Second sip,
it's
number
oaky,
2.
but there's not a whole lot of other like
sweetness.
discerning flavor in it.
Yeah.
It's a good double oak, but like that's all that it is.
On my first sip, it was just a little bit darker than 1.
Yeah, I can
So
see.
that's
Yeah.
what kind of got to my attention pretty quick there.
Charles, if we don't like any of them, we'll go back to Harry and we'll be like, hey, you know, we appreciate the opportunity, but they're just none of them are really speaking to us. I don't think based on the 2 at the end that
Yeah,
we're
I
going to
know.
have that problem,
I know.
thankfully. Old Rip Van Winkle pick, yeah, I'd love one. Bowman Brothers pick. Bowman Brothers is Buffalo Trace, and it's just as difficult to get a Buffalo Trace, a Bowman pick, than it is a.
I will just say this. I'm not involved in the direct relationships of securing barrel picks, but there's been some chatter between the powers that be
No.
of some good stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's all I was going to say, dude.
Okay, I was worried.
Don't worry.
I was worried.
I know your shady tactics, but
Shady.
yeah. There's been some chatter of some real good stuff for 2024. That's what I'll say.
Tristan Kelsey, is that Tristan and Remy? Tristan? I don't know his last name himself. Man. You know it would be even better if these were cask strength. But
Better quit whining about that because I don't think that's going to happen.
I'll keep preaching it till the cows come home on that one. Yeah, so hey Tristan. I'll just keep pushing it like Fred about his Maker's Mark. Maybe they
go.
will listen to me.
Maybe. Doesn't hurt to try.
Chatter, Sazerac chatter. I wish. Foursquare pick. I've talked to Foursquare about doing a pick, and their barrel yield is so low that they don't do those. That was mine.
Is it? I know.
It's like butterscotchy,
It
like
is.
really
It's
sweet
incredible.
and smooth and decadent.
Honey, come here for a minute. If you can.
What?
Here, I'll come to you.
Nice try.
Yeah. I looked and I was like, that's not going to happen. What does this smell like to you?
Need to get with Jason at Old 55 for a pick. I
Yes.
emailed, I've heard, because I really wanted to do a bottled and bond pick. It was delicious.
No idea.
No? Really? Wow.
Hard Truth does rum picks. I didn't know that. But I've reached out to Jason at Old 55. They do picks, but I've heard that his barrel yield has been kind of low the last couple months, so they don't have any in stock as of right now that we can choose from. I'd love to do one. That was probably one of my favorite things that I've tried in a while. Augusta Route 8 would be awesome. Do they do picks, Augusta? See, that would probably be pretty
know.
expensive, though.
Yeah, it'd be an expensive one.
Oh, anybody who ordered a Peerless pick, those will be sent out from our distribution partners. I'm being told Saturday, so just keep an eye out for that. The labels were printed. We're doing two.
Yeah.
I think we're doing 2 barrels at Glens Creek, but Found North pick, those are a little too expensive. I haven't had a Found North pick that I've loved, but
We've had all kinds of weather-related issues on that Peerless Double Oak Rye, getting everything out the door.
well, not that it matters because we don't fulfill it. It's our shipping partners. that
I'm just
fulfill it
saying,
and stuff.
though.
Yeah,
That's the problem. with our partners.
Yeah. Yeah, the labels and stuff have been printed and everything. So if you got an email, they have been printed. And there's some that are on boxes, so I'm being told. But it should go out on Saturday. New Riff does do picks. We've done 2 of them. We're not going to be doing a pick at New Riff or Old Elk this year because we've kind of overdone those a little bit. Yeah, this is a no-brainer.
What's your first one out?
2.
Yeah.
And then that one, and then yeah.
Right. Now, I don't know if you noticed in the screen there, but I've been flashing this when I first even did the.
Did you? No, I didn't see that.
Yep. I was praying that the palate was going to somewhat match or be as good as the aromas, because the aromas are fantastic and the palate did not disappoint. It did not disappoint. It's really good. I mean, I can't even take a sip of that without smelling it. It's just like thick and condensed pancake syrup. It's just so good.
Some of the picks that we've had, like when we did that Woodford Double Oak, weren't really in line with what I've had from in terms of Double Oak. A lot of the store picks were just like really off the beaten path.
I know.
This is like on point, but better.
Yes,
I think.
I 100% agree.
It's just
and maybe
more
that's why I was
rich.
drawn to it.
Yeah,
is because it takes me to the shelf bottle a little bit, but better. Because, like I said, from the picks that people sent us, there was a big variety of flavors.
Yeah,
it was none of them were the same. 3 of these aren't the same either. But this one is just marvelous.
I'm hoping Hard Truth lets us do like one of those sherry or cognac ones as a pick, because I don't know if you've had either of those. Unreal. That Hard Truth sherry finish is probably going to be my top 5 rise on.
I think I've had one. I haven't opened it yet.
Really?
I think so. I think it's on the shelf in there in the closet.
Should I get it?
You should.
All right. Which did you get? Just one of them?
I don't know. Harry talked me into something.
Which
just
shelf?
Closet. I think. Stuff's everywhere down here, so excuse us. When it's done, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to allow us to host hundreds of people, right, honey?
Hundreds? At the same time?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Definitely not at the same
It
time.
would be a little scrunch. Not that big of a basement.
Wow. That number 3 is legit. Really, really good stuff. So I had a feeling he was going to go for that one too. Just from the aromas, it was just wonderful. These were pretty good, but not worthy of being chosen. That's for sure. Do you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I thought you got a cognac one, but maybe I misread that.
I don't know, Trenton. I know he talked me into the sherry one, but that's $100.
Yeah, it is. It isn't.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap. But I haven't tried it. That was a while ago too. That was 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Tristan, I'm looking forward to coming and hanging out with you guys at the. We're going to play with Chris, Tristan.
Is that right?
Yeah, they were in Kent's basement. I don't know if you were. There was a lot going on.
Okay.
Did you have? I need a glass.
Right here.
Another one.
Oh, you want some too?
Oh yeah, I've had it, but man, I gotta have it again. That's good.
Okay.
I still like how they do.
So
these
you're
plays.
actually going to a play?
Yeah, I've been to maybe one in my life.
Wow.
Not many.
Oh, your mom's taken me to a couple or so, right, honey? 2 or 3. They're fun.
We saw Jersey Boys.
Jersey Boys was actually, I liked it. One of them you took me to, I didn't really like too much, but
Was that Chicago?
I think so. But the Jersey Boys I liked quite a bit. That was fun.
Dude, it just smells delicious.
I gotta see that again. It's been a while since I've even looked at the bottle.
I want to. I don't know if you remember. Patricia sent one of those blue popcorn whiskeys that.
Ooh. Yeah, the one
I
we
want to
liked,
know
yeah.
if they do picks, because that thing was like off the hook.
I would love to do picks that are a little bit, obscure, too,
Yeah.
but are fantastic. you know?
There's a lot of good stuff that I think even beats like picks like Four Roses and turkeys and Buffalo Traces and things. And I think like the ASW I think would blow away any pick that could that came out, unless New Riff was doing like 15-year picks or something like that, 8-year picks. That's super good. I don't know what play we're going to see. Michelle just said, "Hey, we're going to do this," and I said, "Okay."
You'll find out, won't you?
Yeah.
Trent, are you limiting the Raging Bull tier?
No.
We talked about that, and not for a long time, but we did in depth for a while. We talked about it, and I don't know. Limiting tiers is
unless there is.
Don't get it.
Unless there is a they do picks. I got to reach out to them. Why am I writing this down? I'm not going to take that home with me. Hadestown. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a good play.
That's good. That's a beautiful finish right there. I've kind of grown into really liking finished rye whiskeys. I really have.
This is a little bit more of a... I bought that Foursquare... It was like an 18-year rum. It was one of the oldest rums that they did with their Foursquare, the series or whatever they do. And it was almost too much. Tasting this now, like I have one at home and I've probably taken a decent dent out of it. This is a little bit more sherry forward in like a really like a dense way that I don't really love all that much. Honestly, I like the one I have. I don't know if I just...
You don't like this one?
I have the same one at home. I like my bottle better.
Well, of course you do. Maybe it just needs... It's just a fresh crack, so maybe it needs to open up a little bit too. I kind of like it. I think I'm becoming fond of a finished rye whiskey because the rye whiskey has the character to stand up to a finish.
Yeah.
You know, because of the rye grain compared to a bourbon. And so I'm really becoming a fan.
Okay, it's opening up quite a bit. It's getting a little bit
It'll
more.
be fine. I'm sure it'll be the same as yours. It's just fresh open. So
yeah, we did a Nulu pick already this year. I don't know if we'll do another one. We'll probably wait until next year. Rabbit Hole, we've been offered the Herigold. I'd like to do a Derringer pick. I said if we can get a cask strength Derringer pick, I'd do that all day. They're not cheap. They're like $109, but
yeah, I'm all up for that.
I would do that. There's so many picks, and what's nice is that the more picks we do, especially with Harry, the more picks that he's offered.
Right.
So it snowballs and it's doing well. Journeyman, I want to do a Journeyman pick.
No,
Maybe we'll see about doing that when we do the meetup this year.
Yeah, and I have contacts now. Did I tell you that?
No, you do.
Oh yeah, I've got the owners.
Bill.
Bill.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll take care of that myself. I'll get the discussions going, and I'll talk to him about a pick.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I was told that we are getting a Sagamore Maple Barrel. TBD. I got an email from Brent, who is the Sagamore rep for Indiana, and he's like, if I could get you one of these 3 barrels, which one would you want? It was maple, some kind of cider cask, and something else. I didn't know much about the other one. The cider sounded interesting.
Yeah.
But I asked him if like any of these products are available in the open, like in the market, and he didn't say that they were. So, yeah. So I mean, we're going with batch 3 for the Woodford. I'm excited. There's a ton more picks coming up, so keep an eye out for that. Our Still Austin pick is coming out soon. It's getting delivered here in a little bit. I'm excited for that.
I am too.
Our Stranahan's pick should be here in a little while, so we get that.
See, some of these I even forget. I just forget they're even out there. Nice.
I would love to go to somebody. I've seen a couple folks talking about the Finger Lakes Distillery in New York. Mm-hmm. My gram is 20 minutes from there.
Yeah,
I would love to.
That'd be a nice summer trip, right?
Yeah,
you stay with her.
Yeah, I went there a long time ago, and I wasn't into bourbon, so I had like their vodka and stuff. I was like, this is awful. So that's all I really remember about it.
Really?
And it's been probably 5, 6, 7 years since I've been there. Secret pick time frame in February. Definitely probably closer to the end of February, but Delbach pick. Delbach, Arizona.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I've got a relationship with the head guy there. I mean, sat down with the drinking buddy. When I went down there, I met him there, and him and I and Rebecca, we did the tour and the tastings, and really super good guy. The master distiller, you could say, whatever you wanted to say, but super good guy. It's a possibility, for sure. Possibility.
Jason asked Frey Ranch, possibly. We are going to Frey Ranch for a pick in March. I hope that doesn't overlap with our
I haven't heard the final
trip.
date on that.
So far, we have picks in February, March, April, May, and June.
Are you going to reschedule Atlanta in February, or no?
It'll be April, first week April. Okay. No, second week April, because we're going to the play with Tristan. And that was something that I found out.
Okay.
I told Michelle the dates, and she's like, no, we're going to a play with Tristan and Remy. We can't do that. I said, okay.
All right.
Did you update the Google Calendar for us?
No.
Can you please do that?
Yeah.
Well,
is the Stranahan's finished? No, it is not. It is regular. It's like $44.99. I think it's a good price for a single.
It's a good
entry
price
level
point.
single too.
It's a fantastic entry level American single malt for a great price.
Yeah.
At a barrel proof,
Oof.
It's good stuff.
Chantal, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Wilderness Trail. We did a Wilderness Trail pick, and I think it turned out really good. It had a really nice strawberry note and everything, but we weren't impressed. We tried like 7, 8, maybe 9 barrels from Wilderness Trail, and I just wasn't feeling it.
We were legitimately that close from walking away.
And it was the last barrel that we tried. That
And it was.
Otherwise, we would have left.
And
with
it was
nothing.
just there's just nothing that we felt was worthy of a pick, for your purchase. It just and I know this may sound kind of silly coming from us, but truthfully, we want something to taste, feel, smell special in order to pick it.
Yeah.
And if we're tasting things that are just, they're good, they're just regular stuff, things that you might just be able to just, get off the shelf, why? Why do it as a pick? Because, we want it to be special.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean every single person is going to like every single one of our picks every single time.
Yeah.
But to us, we truly try to pick one that's special. And we came close not to on that one.
And I do think that we have, might be being a little bit, there's a word for it. I do think we have the best single barrel program out there. I mean, we really do. We are limited to what we are able to select from the distillery, but I think time after time, I haven't been disappointed with a pick that we haven't turned down a pick.
I don't pay attention to other channels and what they do. I'm sure they have some good releases too. I don't know, but I at least I know where Trenton's coming from, and he wants you to share his heart with you. And
I'm not good at it.
No. God love him. He'll do anything for you. He'll break his back to help you, but sharing emotions not really one of his.
I've been told it comes off as sarcastic and arrogant when I do it.
And I think it's probably because you're just nervous about it. It's not.
No, it doesn't come naturally to me. It's not a natural thing.
But anyways, I know what he's trying to convey here is that we honestly and truthfully do our best to pick a special barrel when we get it. We really do, because Michelle's usually always there with us too. Has he missed one yet?
Yes. Old Elk with Jay and Kevin.
Okay. But very rarely. She's usually there too. You'll need to share these with her. I'd be shocked if she picked something different what we picked tonight. But between the three of us, and then Kent comes with us every once in a while too, and he's great to have with us as well. But as far as sipping the whiskey and picking it, we really work hand in hand on a lot of things. I don't know if we've even really. I think the only thing we really kind of disagreed on was the Sagamore Rye. And then remember,
we just bought both.
We got both of them. So there you go. There you go.
Wait, Wesley, you can get tickets to the Masters?
Well, no, wait a minute.
What?
Hang on now. Hold the phone.
I want to make sure I'm reading this correct.
Kent's probably in bed by now.
No, Kent said I want some.
He's always stayed up. I was just gonna say if
I would love to take Paul.
If he sees that, holy cow! Yeah, Paul. Yeah, he would love.
Not you, Paul Dorsey.
Grandpa Paul. Grandpa Paul.
Grandpa Paul. He's 80.
He loves golf.
He absolutely loves.
He loves
golf.
it. He watches it.
He still bucket list.
He still plays it.
He does.
He does a pretty good job too. Really, he really does.
He's the sweetest guy.
A lot of swearing when he goes golfing, but oh, sorry.
Oh, come on, Jay.
Not bad swearing. Paul doesn't do bad swearing.
No.
It's funny swearing.
Yeah.
Actually, is what he does. So
his thoughts just come out of his mouth, and he's like, "Oh, what the heck, Paul?"
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's great. It's pretty fun.
Wesley, count us in for a few, if you can work that magic. Depending on the price.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is, But
that would be awesome. I would love to do that for my stepdad this year.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Swearing is part of the sport. It really is.
Do you want to go over some of the changes in the some of the additions in our SLB group that we have working for the channel now?
What?
Never.
What did I miss?
All right, I'll share with you. We always like to keep our stuff in the family. That's what we do. I can't do what Trenton does over here at the community. So I know when he did the app, he leaned on quite several different people that helped you with that.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that. We're talking strictly the YouTube channel. My daughter, Trenton's sister, Raquel, has been helping out quite a bit with packaging. So that I think is going to work out very well. Trenton has finally, after a year of trying to preach at him, has finally realized he can't do it all. He can't.
Look who's talking. You. I learned it from you.
And it's just too difficult. There's just so much. And God love him, he tries so hard, but there's always stuff that falls through the cracks. And you can't help it. It's not your fault.
No.
It's not my fault. It's just because we're trying to handle everything. So Raquel is going to help us out quite a bit. My wife does a ton and doesn't take any credit for it at all. She usually gives it to everybody else. But also, Trenton is going to work directly with my oldest son, Kyle, who he is fairly intelligent when it comes to that thing sitting over there. And so he is going to help us with shorts and things like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be working with him on that. And I'm also going to be using Kyle as far as Instagram is concerned. And I've got a quick question before we go. I hope it's not too late. I got a quick question I just remembered before we go. But on Instagram with reels and things like that as well, because Lord knows we don't have time for none of that business.
Nope.
So Kyle's going to be helping with that, which is good. Kyle would do a great job, and he's very excited about it. So I think that'll be really cool as well. My question is this. I put a post out about Eric, one of the patrons. I don't know if he's on tonight, but
Knight?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I say last names.
Now you did it again. You did it again. You're not supposed to. I'm sorry, Eric. He's not supposed to do that. I apologize. But he's the one that left us the wild turkey. What is that? The F Camp Nelson F or whatever.
Oh yeah, CNF. Yeah.
The CNF bottle over there was just. I mean, I had a chance not that long, several days ago, to spend some time with it, about an hour, and it was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It was wonderful. It was a great hour spent. And it was so good that I wanted to post about it in Instagram and Facebook. Instagram is fine. I've never had a problem with Instagram, but Trenton, right now, if you look on Facebook, there's over 1,000 likes and there's between 300 and 400 comments on Facebook.
For what?
For that post.
Or what?
Yes.
Holy cow.
However, there's only a legitimate maybe 30 comments. There's that much spam on Facebook. I am deleting it constantly. I will almost bet you, because you know me, I'm as anal, and these whaters are ticking me off. And so I'm on this phone like every half an hour looking for them, and yeah, it's just insane. See that? Van Johnson commented on your post. Well, he's a dweeb. He's a spammer.
Van Johnson?
Well, it's just, and they come up here with all these different junk, trying to rip people off. And it drives me out of my mind. So my question is, for those of you that are on the stream tonight, how many follow on Facebook? Because that's what I do, is Facebook and Instagram. So I'm this close of eliminating Facebook and just going to Instagram because it is ludicrous. And I report all of them. And you're the one that told me that Facebook and Instagram are somehow related as far as
Facebook
ownerships.
owns Instagram, yeah.
Why do I never have a problem with Instagram? I've never found one scammer on Instagram, but yet there has been over 300 comments on that particular post with only one goal in mind, is rip somebody off. Oh, it irritates me so much.
From a brief overview, monitoring and moderating user inputted content on a scale like Facebook is incredibly difficult. And like Instagram has their own set of tools, Facebook has their own set. I don't know how they work internally, but like Intuit, QuickBooks, TurboTax, none of these talk to each other in terms of what they do. But there's tools that are spread out across them. But monitoring that kind of stuff usually isn't. It's designated to one thing because it's such a big undertaking and it's a different type of user input. They can't use the same thing. Yeah. It's all different.
Well, remember we had some months ago we had a little bit of problem with YouTube.
They fixed that,
and eventually they fixed it. It's just not happening with Facebook. It's just there. There's a million scammers on with bourbon and whiskey, and it drives me nuts.
I don't know how to say this elegantly, but Facebook has become geared more towards an older population of people. Oh, cool.
That's a text from Jordan, my buddy.
Facebook is more for older people, so naturally people that are looking to take advantage of an older population are going to go to the place where a good majority of user activity is from an older population. Instagram, TikTok are very much younger populations.
I understand that. Yep, and that's me. I'm in the older category, so I get it.
Yeah.
I understand that, and I do get that, Trenton. Now, Jordan, he's obviously on the stream here with us, too. I help a liquor store on Facebook. You can filter and block words that cannot be commented. I block the words ship and shipped. That's good. I have no idea how to do that, but that would be big because a lot of them use that on there, that they can ship you bottles.
Yeah, I don't.
But we'll figure that out, but it's just driving me out of my mind.
Just don't fall for that.
Yeah, whatever you do, thank you, honey. That's the main point of what I brought it up. In anything we do, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, I don't care what we do, we will never on social media or anything like that say we're going to give you something for free. It's not on that platform. We do on our live streams, things like that, where we're talking to you directly. But if there's somebody on there saying they can get you some bottle, they're lying to you. They're legit. They're trying to get you to hit the link and give you some money, and it's just do that.
And if somebody makes a post in a group and says, my husband passed away, he had a great collection, I'm selling everything at half price, no, they're not. If it's too good to be true, it is.
Yep.
And just take precautions. Sometimes it's difficult with the excitement of being able to get an allocated or a sought-after bottle for a low price, but
sure,
you're going to lose some money, and it's not going to be a good time.
Brandon said old people smell and are subject to spamming. Noted.
I mean, seriously, how many times has, like...
And I get it, because I am in that trend. I understand that, how... It's just because I do what I do, I know more, but there's a lot of... My mom, for example.
Oh, yeah.
I got her a phone, probably the biggest... Kent knows, if he's still on, probably the biggest mistake I've ever done. And it was a situation to where, she had a very good friend of theirs from a long time, Gary and Linda Snyder.
Oh, okay? I remember that.
Yeah. Very good friends of my dad and hers for a long time. Gary was an insurance salesman, but he's retired and he got older. Somehow, Gary Snyder was messaging her on Facebook telling her she really needed to purchase whatever it was. Something. some kind of a financial investment of some sort. And she finally called me and says, and almost in tears, I don't know how many times I got to tell Gary, why would he do this to me? I'm trying to, tell him I'm not interested, and he's pressured me into buying. Mom, that's not even Gary. It was hard to even get it into her mind that it's not who it is,
It's hard to explain that to people that hadn't grown up around technology.
It is. Oh, it is. Trust me, it is. But anyways, that's a whole rabbit hole. I apologize for that, but it just has been.
No, I'm glad you said that.
I've been incessive on that this week.
He spent so
every
much
hour
time.
I'm on that phone looking for them suckers and blocking them and doing what I got. I just despise it.
You mean they don't really need my social security number? You know how many times I've gotten phone calls from Microsoft support saying that I have a virus when I don't even have.
Yeah,
I have a MacBook.
And every once in a while, I'm still a little bit confused, and I copy and paste it and send it to Trenton and ask him,
I do that too.
What do you think? It takes him 2 seconds, but even now, I'm I don't know exactly. So I don't know.
Real quickly before we leave, I wanted to remind everybody that if you are a part of our app, Only Drams, it is on iOS only as of right now. Sorry, Android people. I have a solution for you though. It opened up good.
Oh my God, so good.
We're doing monthly raffles to kind of help garner some financial support because developing an app is not a cheap thing to do. We are giving away a Russell's 13 Batch 3 from my own personal collection.
Wow.
If you would like to enter in that raffle, you can do so on the app in the settings. Just go to settings and where it says like interested in supporting Only Drink, click that and then it'll take you through the purchase. Or if you are on Android or if you don't want to download the app at all and just want to support and or enter a raffle, I put a link in. If you enter in any kind of payment to this link, $1 equals 1 raffle entry. January's will be drawn on February 1st via email, and I'll bundle everything together. You'll get an email if you win or you don't. And I think if all goes well, February we should be raffling off a Weller CYPB.
Wow.
If I can secure what I think I can. So it's been a lot of fun to work on. I appreciate all the support and everything. I'm really hoping to kind of grow it into more than what it is, and that takes a little bit of dinero money. So if you're interested, it's greatly appreciated. Anything goes directly to support the app, and then you might get some fun stuff out of it. So,
How'd I get such an intelligent kid?
I'm not that intelligent.
Didn't come from me, honey. I'll promise you that.
For me, that's for sure.
Then Friday, don't miss it. We'll be at Jay's house with a few folks, and we're going to be doing a blind. It's going to be Kent's coming, right?
Oh, yeah. You think you missed that?
Kent and Kurt.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a great time. I have a really fun blind setup. It's something you might not expect.
So I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to guess.
Tommy, I will pin that under the Only Dram section in
Discord.
In Discord. Yep. Oh man, I'm burping again.
I'm looking forward to Friday because Jay says it's a full house. I love it when there's a lot of people when we do live
Like,
streams.
who's all coming?
I don't know. Justin's coming. He
Is
told
he?
me he's coming. Yeah, he told me that.
All right.
He texted me and told me he's coming.
That's exciting.
I don't know who all's coming, but Paul's coming up.
Kent says, I am not going to be happy with you tomorrow, Kurt, making it to the end. 3
Sorry.
a.m. is going to come quick,
Kent.
real early.
Yeah, you got to go to bed, Kent. Go to bed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in, though. I appreciate that.
It was funny how Booze App started updating features soon after Only Drams launched. I don't even know. The people at Booze App were in the Discord for Only Drams, like sleuthing around a bit, so I had to ban them.
Oh, really?
Several of my bottles have recently added. We've been adding about 200 bottles a day as they come in. So appreciate the support. That's all I got.
All right, buddy. Thank you for everything. Let's convene again in February and keep this in mind too. Let's finalize our 2024 Bourbon Madness tournament. We had some great ideas tonight.
No, not that again.
Yeah, I think Trenton, haven't we decided for the most part on tonight's show that we're gonna further up that idea with the divisions or
Yeah.
whatever we talked,
We gotta-
however
we
that
gotta
the
figure that
wording
out.
is on that.
Yep.
And we'll get that. So let's follow up with that if we can in February with particular bottles and so forth. So if you can try to be prepared the best you can, that would be a wonderful help. So thank you all for spending a few minutes with us. Time is so limited anymore. I know my time is, Rebecca's time, Trenton's time, but not only that, but all of yours, and we so appreciate you spending a few hours, or almost a few hours, right? I know
Yeah.
I apologize. I try to keep it to an hour on these. I know your folks are busy, but we appreciate you hanging in there with us and being part of our family, because that's what you are, extended part of our family. All right, have a great night. We'll see you Friday night on the live stream. Don't miss that. It ought to be a hoot. Who knows what Trenton has up his sleeve? I know his mom doesn't know either. He's very under the, he doesn't let out
He's got a
anything.
smirk
on
on
that.
his face. That's all I
Yeah, even when I was talking about some pick or something, he got all freaked out. I might say something. He's very,
Michelle doesn't even know.
well, that ought to say something.
It does.
All right, we ought to be in for a treat. All right, guys, have the great rest of the week. See you here real soon. Thanks for joining us.